Let's talk just for a minute about the future of NFTs and where they are headed. I pretty much break them into these 6 different categories, and we'll start with community NFTs. So a community NFT is when a creator sells these many different products to the similar people. They all gather together, they talk about who's making money, what sells better than others, or perhaps a community of similarities where the graduates of your high school class or your college class or a bunch of people who are taking the same course. So if you want to be part of the community, you're granted an NFT that gets you into the extra classes or the extra videos. And when we talk about the first group, you have to actually own some of these NFTs in order to join the community. The next area is like a product or a service NFT where you're used to help the business. So when I sell a product, I give you an NFT. The NFT then gives you certain rights within my corporation to have access to different kinds of things to improve the experience, function, product. And an example of a service NFT is like where if you buy one product, I would give you an NFT that would then grant you to 2 hours of my one-on-one consultation in how to best use that product. So collectible NFTs are like the group of people who all own New York Yankee player cards. Again, where the people get together based on a common interest, and they and in this particular case where we're talking about sequential collections would be you have to own some and you're getting in line to buy the next one in the sequence as they come out, so eventually you'll have all of the available. The most interesting one that's coming up, I think, is this Soulbound NFTs, and this was a proposal put forth by Vitalik, who was the creator of Ethereum, considered to be one of the all-time best thinkers in decentralized finance, NFTs, Web 3.0, cryptocurrency. These NFTs are the kinds of things where, work history, grades, your birthday, your political affiliations, your medical history, and of course, almost anything then could be used as a proof of something. Of course, if you're going to have proof of something, the big deal is how do you control who has access to which of these? And it's a very interesting part of what's coming in the future. And so eventually what you would have as an individual is say, okay, if company XYZ wants access to my credit history because I want them to give me a line of credit, I will give them that, plus perhaps a banking NFT that shows that I have $5,000 in my checking account, or something along those lines. These are products that are still in development and expected to be really a major part of our future. There is a really interesting PDF that I have downloaded that's called How Soulbound Tokens Will Change Society as We Know It. It's worth the read. Again, if you want to be sort of up to speed a little bit on where things are going. Of course, there's much more happening here, and I am going to be creating follow-up courses for those of you who are interested in knowing what's going on. I stay connected with literally hundreds of different people who are engaged in this on a day-to-day basis, and I'll try to encapsulate what's going on there and put them into little mini courses here on Skillsoft as we go forward.